Hey guys, Tommy with Studio Sense here. I hope you're having an awesome day today, and I'm really happy that you stopped by because if you're looking at your fragrance collection, one or two fragrances can be a collection, and you're thinking, you know what, I need to kind of expand a little bit because as we're moving from warm weather to cooler weather, you're having to take a second look at your fragrances to see what's going to be appropriate to wear. If you're looking for inexpensive, cheap fragrance options that are still really good quality, this is the video for you. When we return, I've got 10 of those fragrances that are great transitional or fall or autumn fragrances. That and more is coming your way, so stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone. So today we're talking about fragrances that are really cheap. I've got 10 of them that are perfect for fall weather, and maybe you can find a new fall fragrance, a new autumn option for you that you maybe hadn't considered before. You're not going to spend a lot of money, so let's dive into our list. Now, these offerings are all very inexpensive. The very first fragrance I want to feature is only around 25 bucks for a 100 ml bottle. It is from the house of Mandarina Duck. It is Mandarina Duck Black. A very powdery, lightly citrusy, lightly sweet fragrance that's perfect for autumn. With each one of these fragrances, I'm going to feature the note trifecta. That is the three primary notes that impact the fragrance aroma and personality. So the note trifecta for Mandarina Duck Black is going to be orange blossom, tonka bean, and vanilla. Mandarina Duck Black is only about 25 bucks for a 100 ml bottle, but it's an excellent addition to your fall fragrance rotation. I'll make mention that a lot of these fragrances will have similar notes. It's kind of like the weather that I mentioned at the beginning. If it's only chilly and not super cold, you're going to wear a light jacket. All of these fragrance notes are similar to a jacket or a blanket that bring you warmth and comfort. And you can wear these fragrances in a similar fashion. The next fall cheapie that I find personally extremely satisfying is from the house of Coach. It is Coach Platinum. Along with being super shiny and a very cool presentation, Coach Platinum is just an all-around great, actually year-round fragrance, but to me, it's got some really good chops for fall or autumn. The note trifecta here is going to be pineapple, cashmere, leather, vanilla. Okay, that's 4 notes. I just want to keep going on and on because there's so many positive aspects of this fragrance. But yeah, primarily what you're getting is that fruity pineapple in the open, but the combination of cashmere, leather, and vanilla is just epic in this. It also has a really nice kind of aldehydic powdery effect as well, and that's what makes it work really well in warmer weather, but specifically Coach Platinum is a great fall fragrance, and this one is a bit more expensive. You can get this as a tester right now for around 40 bucks. The next cheapie for fall is actually a John Varvatos fragrance from his 20th edition. It is XX. Now, if you go to FragranceNet.com and search for this, you can actually put in the word heritage and it will come up. I'm not sure why they call it heritage, but it is John Varvatos XX or 20th edition. Now, the three primary notes in Varvatos XX are red apple, orange blossom, and tonka bean. Now, for those of you out there that like light gourmand fragrances, you'll probably really enjoy this one because it does have some sweetness to it. You've got that juicy red apple note in the front, moves into that orange blossom note, and there are quite a few coffee nuances in the base of the fragrance as well. Overall, just a very cozy fall fragrance. Varvatos XX comes in at around 37 bucks for a 75 ml bottle. If you want to spend a bit more to get the 4.2 ounce or 125 ml bottle, that's around 50 bucks. For those of you out there that are apple lovers, you'll really enjoy this next cheapie. It is actually from Alfred Dunhill. It is Custom. Dunhill Custom is a wonderful fragrance that is often underutilized. I think it's a hidden gem myself. It's got a really enjoyable fall presence to it. This one has a great combination of apple and some fruity notes in the top. In the heart, you get black pepper, and in the base, frankincense. Very well blended fragrance for a cheapie and a surprisingly really good fall offering. You can get a 100 ml bottle for about 22 bucks. My next cheapie for fall is one of those signature scents that you can wear in any kind of weather, but I think fall is probably the best time of year to wear this one simply because of how the fragrance works and reacts to the weather and your skin. It is a Jesus Del Pozo fragrance. It is Halloween Man X. Primarily what you're getting in Halloween Man X is coffee, whiskey, and mineral notes. It's got a nice light boozy effect to it. It's a very dry fragrance. There's a bit of sweetness in it that works perfectly and blends so well with the coffee note. It's a very dry because on the base, the mineralic notes come to the fore, and it's almost like just powdered concrete. It's got a very kind of modern urban feel to it. It's a very inexpensive fragrance, even as popular as it is. You can get a tester right now at FragranceNet.com for around 37 bucks for a 100 ml bottle. Halloween Man X. My next cheapie for fall is an unusual little fragrance. When it was first launched, nobody knew anything about it. There wasn't really a lot of information, but it's an interesting take on a fall fragrance. It is by Pierre Cardin. It is Fusion. Fusion looks like a water tower, kind of, sort of, in the presentation. Now there are a ton of notes in this. It's a very spicy fragrance, albeit a lightly subdued spicy. Now the note trifecta in Fusion is going to be amber, vanilla, and tonka bean. It's a very nice fall offering and very inexpensive. You can get a bottle for about 15 bucks. My next cheapie is not really necessarily a cheapie. It's not going to be 15 bucks like Fusion is. However, it's a great fall fragrance. It is from the house of Mont Blanc. It is Mont Blanc Legend Night. Now, while you're going to pay around 50 bucks or slightly less for a 100 ml bottle, this one is a great fall fragrance and it has really good performance to boot. That combination of sage, lavender, and vanilla, just like it sounds, going to be really spicy, warm, welcoming, with just a hint of sexy. This is going to be a good date night offering as well on the cheap Mont Blanc Legend Night. While my next cheapie wasn't necessarily made for fall, I think it's a great fall offering. It's from the house of Yop, and it is Yop Wow. Yop Wow is just a really light, earthy, it's got a nice earthy tone to it, but the note trifecta that stands out to me kind of illustrates why it's a really good fall or autumn fragrance. It's fir balsam, vanilla, and cashmere, all of which are great fall notes, and you might have noticed the pattern in most of these fragrances. They do contain vanilla. Vanilla's in almost every fall or winter fragrance, but just because it's such a great introduction to other notes. It also has a nice creamy, milky smoothness about it. It also contains a hint of sweetness that works well with other sweeter notes like cardamom and tonka. If you've tried Wow out in warmer summer weather but haven't considered it for fall, definitely dust it off and try it. You'll really enjoy it as the weather changes. My next fall cheapie is from Calvin Klein. I really enjoy wearing it, and even though Calvin Klein often releases fragrances that don't perform super well, this one is definitely not one of those. It is Eternity Flame. Eternity Flame is one of the best Eternity flankers. It has a combination of notes in it that just work supremely well. The note trifecta here is going to be pineapple, rosemary, and labdanum in that specific order as the top, mid, and base notes. Just like the name implies, it comes across very warm, very spicy, and very encompassing, just like a warm outer jacket might be in chilly weather. And Flame performs extremely well for a Calvin Klein fragrance. You can get a 100 ml bottle for around 25 bucks. Eternity Flame by Calvin Klein. Our last fall cheapie comes from the house of Diesel. It is Only the Brave Street. The fist that is got orange and it looks like kind of graphite around it, kind of a gray graphite look. These presentations they're kind of cheesy but also kind of cool too. Only the Brave Street kind of reminds me a little bit of Armani Code Absolute because it's got sweet spiciness about it. This one has a note trifecta of apple, licorice, and vanilla. So licorice is kind of a divisive note. People either love it or they hate it. But you don't really pick up licorice as a specific note in this. It just adds to the entire kind of blend. I think this is one of the better Diesel fragrances specifically for fall, and you can get a bottle for around 30 bucks. Only the Brave Street. Well guys, that's it for my 10 fragrances for fall or autumn that are very inexpensive. So if you're looking for other options out there that are going to be quality fragrances that smell great, these are perfect for that. Let me know if you've got any of them or you've ever worn any of them, and let me know what your thoughts of these are, which ones are your favorite, or if there are other fall fragrances out there that are really inexpensive that you find that you really like. Let me know what those are as well in the comments below. Thanks so much though for stopping by, for your attention today and checking out today's video, and as always, thank you so much for your support on my channel. I'm Tommy with Studio Sense, and I'll see you tomorrow.